Hi everybody, welcome along. Good afternoon to you. This is our noonday snack, our second snack of the day, our second opportunity to add additional movement minutes into our day, which is what it's all about, adding those extra minutes on. If you're on catch up and this isn't the one you want, then go and find the one you want on our group page, and I'll see you on the catch up a little bit later on. If you are here to join in, then say hello, say hi, let us know where you are, what you're up to, what's the weather like. Beautiful sunny day here in Coventry. Hi Bex. Welcome to day 2 of our Make Movement Your Mission Olympics. We have a balance beam, gymnastics, we have table tennis, and we have swimming today. There we go. So say hi as you come on board, let me know you're here, let me know what you've been up to. How's your morning been? Have you been managed to crowbar in some additional work in there? No, you don't need a leotard, Bex, don't worry. Just leg warmers, that's all. Just some bright luminous leg warmers will do for me. Hi Maya, good afternoon to you, welcome on board. Hi Christine, good to see you, welcome along. Maddie, hi to you. Good afternoon. Let me know where you are. Let me know what you've been up to. It's always good to know what's happening around the country. Beautiful and sunny day in Glasgow. Wonderful. It's lovely and sunny here today as well. I've got this to do, then I've got an exam to do after this, and then I'm going to go and try and spend some time in the garden. It'll be nice. Let's see how we go, hey? Right. So, let us know how things are with you. Hi Red Rita. Good afternoon. Welcome along. This is our second movement mission of the day, our second opportunity to add some minutes into those snack attack ruck snack or our benefits bag or whatever you want to call it, our second opportunity to add additional movement above and beyond everything we already do in our daily lives. So good to have you here with us. Good to know that you're joining in. Let us know how you're getting on as well, how you're finding things. We don't tend to see improvements ourselves. So, if someone said to you, oh, do you know what, you're moving a lot better, or, your shoulders are looking a lot better these days, or anything like that, let us know, because it's always good to share these things. We don't see it ourselves. So it's always nice when people comment, isn't it? Good afternoon, Kathy. Good afternoon, Janet. Welcome to you. May take me a while yet. I got out of bed. Just got out of bed. Oh, well, welcome along. Good to have you with us. Work at your own pace. I think we're on suitcases now. Yeah, probably are. Probably are on suitcases now, Bex. No line, ruck snacks, whatever it's called. Hi, Maya. Good to have you with Myra. Sorry, good to have you with us as well. We're coming around to 12 o'clock. Thank you very much, Rita. I'm sure it'll be okay. But yeah, that's my afternoon for you. Hi to Sheila from Wisbeach. Good to have you in with us as well. Let's come around to 12 o'clock. So let's get ourselves ready if we want to. If you want to lose the comments off the screen, then please feel free to do so. Swipe them to the right and they'll be gone. If you want to keep them on, Bex will be adding additional comments in, I'm sure, as we go through. Hi Francis, just quickly to say hello to Bristol. So get rid of those comments if you want to. We'll have our 3, 2, 1, shall we? Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dave Montgomery from Later Life Training. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2020. This is our noonday snack, our second opportunity to add some additional benefit, some additional movement minutes into our benefits bag, to do some additional movements over and above everything else we do. Day 2 of our Make Movement Your Mission Olympics. So after we've done our circulation booster, we have table tennis, we have swimming, and we have gymnastics for you. Wait and see. All right, so decide whether you're going to do it in a standing or a seated position, an active seated position, and we'll get ourselves ready to go. In our standing position, our posture, heels in line with knees, knees in line with hips, lift from our hips so we grow an extra inch between our ribs and our hips. Shoulders come up, we glide them back, bring the shoulder blades together, press down, lengthening through our neck. Support is here if you want to utilise support, have some support there, or in a seated position. Posture is exactly the same. I'll bring this forward a little bit so you can see it. Posture is exactly the same. What we need to do is make sure that we're sitting in the front third of our chair. So a hip walk to the front third of the chair, heels in line with knees, knees in line with hips. We sit taller and think about your bottom as being your feet, your sitting bones and your feet, okay? So lift tall out of there, grow this extra inch between the ribs and the hips. Shoulders come up, back. We bring the shoulder blades together and press down, lengthening through our neck. From there, let's go into our circulation booster and coming up onto the toes, so a pedal type action. That's the words I'm looking for. A pedal type action there for you. Coming onto the toes and the ball of the feet and then pressing down. In our standing position, exactly the same with our support if we're utilising support. Pushing through onto the ball of the foot and the toes and rolling down through to those heels. Really feel that movement through your ankle, feet and toes. So as you bring that movement in, think about and feel that movement through there. If you feel ready for it, take it into a march. So with our march, we're going to lift the foot off the floor, point the toes towards the floor again, come down onto the toes, roll it through to the ball of the foot and then onto the heels. In your seated position, exactly the same. What you might find with this is that it can be a lot of hard work as far as the hips are concerned. So if you want to keep it as a foot pedal, feel free to do so. Alternatively, you can tap your toes in front. So a little toe tap in front. From there, let's put an arm in. So we're going to swing one arm in our standing position if you're utilising your support. Have a stop every now and again, change sides and do use the other arm. If you feel comfortable and steady and stable in a standing position, let's bring both arms in. Now your movement into your arm, we're driving it from the shoulder, so we're working into mobilising our shoulder. So we're driving that arm back. Let me just change this angle slightly so you can see my head. Driving that arm back, mobilising through our shoulder. As I say, in our standing position, if you want to take a pause every now and again, there's as many steps as you need to change side. And then back in on the other side, go for that. Alternatively, if you feel steady and stable, both arms at the same time. An option for you in seated position and in standing if you want to is that canoeing type action, driving the elbow back and pulling the arm in towards you. I find this quite difficult to do in a standing position. So, coordination wise, I don't know. But you can do that as well. Our circulation booster is all about switching the body on, getting it ready for what we're about to do. So we're getting the blood pumping around the body. We're loosening the joints. We're warming the joints. We're warming the muscles. You can do it for about a minute or 2 minutes. And it's a really good thing to do. If you've been sat down for a while, every now and again, when you stand back up, give yourself a little boost of that circulation. It's not going to do any harm at all. It's all good for the body. After a couple of minutes, take a pause. You should feel as though you want to take a deep breath or a couple of deep breaths. No more than that, really. All right, let's move on to our Olympics then. So, event number 1 is going to be our table tennis. Move this back a little bit closer. So, our table tennis is all about directional stepping. So let me show you here firstly, and then I'll give you the options. So, we're going to step forward, heel down onto toe. Step back in, step diagonally forwards, toe to heel. Come back in and step out to the side, toe to heel. Yeah? And then you can take it to the other side if you're in a standing and unsupported position. In your standing position, have your support there. Step forward, heel toe, step back in, diagonally, toe heel, come back in, to the side, toe heel. Now you'll notice there as I step forward, I'm coming onto my toe at the back. As I go out diagonally, my foot is staying down on the floor. Yeah? Now, in our seated position, in the front third of our chair, again, same option. Step forward, put a little lean in there this time, a little hip hinge. Step diagonally forward, toe heel, come back in, step out to the side, toe heel, and then change to the other side. So, to make it like our table tennis, so it's an event for us, as we step forward, we come through with the arm. As we take it diagonally, we come through with the arm that way. And as we take it to the side, we come through that way. Changing to the side if you can. So heel heel there, and out to the side, toe heel. Chair's just in the way, isn't it? Okay, so we go heel toe heel with the diagonal, toe heel with the front. Okay, heel toe heel diagonal, toe heel to the front. And if you want to keep all of these moves to the front, you can. So you can go diagonal and across, bringing the arm out to the front as well, if you find that easier to do. Yeah, with your support, if you're utilising your support, then obviously one side. sorry, one side, so heel toe to the front, toe heel to the side, toe heel. Do a couple on one side, take a pause, as many steps as you need to change, and then away you go on the other side. Think about your posture for me. So, not only thinking about your foot placement, your heel toe or your toe heel, but what is the rest of your body doing? What is your supporting leg doing? Where is your weight going? As we're coming out to the side, as we're stepping forward, as we're going to the front, our weight is transferring. Yeah? We transfer it across and then we balance it back in. Upper body is staying tall. So think about your core as well. Think about your trunk area. So as we step forward, we've got that motion there. We've got a slight twist through the trunk. If we're going out for this side here, then we're bringing the trunk across again and out to the side. We've got that movement there. Yeah? Think about how that feels. Think about where your moving parts are, where your supporting parts are, and feel it. Now, the whole idea of this is, if you're watching it on catch-up, or even if you're watching it live and you want to, pause it, have a go at it, yeah, and then we'll come back in. Moving on from there, let's go into our second event then, which is our swimming. And our option here is, with our standing position, we've got a foot pedal, yeah? So we're going to pedal the feet like we did in our warm-up, pushing them onto the ball of the foot, rolling back down onto the heel. Now, if you're utilising the support with your arm, you've got a front crawl here, so we're bringing the arm in and we're mobilising through that shoulder. So it's a bit of a shoulder roll, and then we're taking it back. But it's a forward shoulder roll, which we tend to not do in our mobility. So when we do our mobility, we always do a backward roll, so it ends up in the right position. Your other option, if you prefer, is a breaststroke. Yeah, so you've got that breaststroke motion. If you feel steady and stable in a standing position, take a bit of a wider base of support, so outside your hips, get that foot pedal in there, and again, put your motion in through your arms. Now the arms come to where you feel comfortable. So if you feel more comfortable down here, that's fine. And again, if you want to do a breaststroke type arm, so you're mobilising through that shoulder and rotating through that shoulder, feel free. In your seated position, exactly the same. We're in our front third of the chair, we're sitting tall, we've got the foot pedal there, we've got the arms which are coming through, so we've got some motion through the side of the body as well. We're working through our core, working through our trunk, and if we've got this motion here, then feel the chest opening, feel the shoulder blades coming together to do that motion there. With this one as well, you've got that motion of bringing the shoulder blades together and then lengthening across the front of the chest. Yeah? Keep your eye line to the front, keep your gaze level, so you're not working into the neck, you're not dropping that neck down, we're focusing on it. In fact, think about standing tall through the neck, yeah? So think about your chin tucked back, so as you come forward, you've got that motion there, or you've got that motion there. Obviously in your standing position, if you feel steady and stable and unsupported, then you can use both arms as well. Event number 2. Number 3 is our gymnastics then. Okay, and no need for leotards as far as this is concerned. We're going for a balance beam with our gymnastics, all right? So let me just show you here. I'm going to just move this chair slightly so you can just block my legs. I have my support to the side. We've done the tandem stand before, okay? So we're going to take one foot in front of the other. My support here is about hip height, which is about right, but you could use the wall as well if you wanted to. I'm lining the feet up. Heel is in front of the toe, but it's not touching. Shift the weight so it's even across both feet, okay? I'm going to take a little bit further a step back so you can see this. From there, my eye line is to the front, and I'm going to keep my gaze there, so I'm going to keep my chin level. With my support to the side, I bring one foot in front of the other, so take this tandem stand to a stand and walk. So shifting weight from foot to foot, yeah? Take as many as you can feel comfortable with your support, make sure it's there. And then from there, we pause and we bring it backwards. So we step back, toe to heel this time, bringing ourselves back. In your standing position, if you feel stable, always make sure you've got some support by the side though, so if you need it, you can step out. And both with your support or not. If from this position, you feel you need to take a step out to regain your balance or to touch the wall, then again, go for it. It's about being steady and stable. So it's going to challenge our balance, but we want to make sure that we're safe there. So eye line to the front, I'm taking one foot in front of the other, shifting the weight from side to side, and then I'm going to take a pause, balance the weight 50-50 across both feet, and take it backwards. So doing our Olga Corbett, or our Beth, what's the lady who did it for the UK? Beth, I can't remember. So that's your balance beam then in standing. In our seated position, what we do is stagger the feet slightly. So the heel of one foot is in line with the instep of the other foot. So it's like this. Yep. From there, sitting in the front third of our chair, small steps, but we're going to do a similar move. We're going to take it forward, 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 sitting upright, and then bring it back, back, back. Forward, 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 back, back, back. Our aim, if this is on your radar, to get to the standing position, then this is mirroring the type of movement we're going to do. Now in our seated position, because of limitations as far as space is concerned, we can't really do the stance and the walk there because your legs aren't long enough to be able to do that. So that's why we have this staggered stance, okay? So heel in line with the instep. As you take the steps forward where you can, feel it into your legs there, and then from there, you're going to bring it back. Think about your foot placement. Now, when we go standing, it's heel to toe. With this one, heel to toe as well. What you might find is that you can take it so far and then you have to stop. Coming back, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, exactly the same as it is in our standing position. All right, so there are your 3 sports for today. You have your table tennis, you have your swimming, and you have your gymnastics. All of them focus onto balance and stability. So this table tennis move that we're doing here is about correctional steps. And it's the sort of thing we're going to do on a daily basis. Okay, we're not going to play table tennis in the kitchen, but we might need to step across to pick something up. We might need to, when we're shopping, we'll take a step to bring something off the shelf. Or if we're getting something out of the car, for instance, we step forward to get it out of the boot. So, everyday options. Also, you know, when we get off the toilet, we stand up, we're going to take a step forward to get away from the toilet. So that's how that relates to our everyday life. Our swimming, this motion here is about mobilization through the shoulders. It's about building strength and mobility through our shoulders. And again, you know, if we're reaching for something, we're using that shoulder movement. It's those sorts of movements that we're utilizing. And our third one, our balance beam, is about challenging our balance. And there may be occasions when we need to bring our feet close together. If we're going through a tight spot, we might need to bring our feet closer together to actually get through that. So it's about feeling comfortable with how that move feels. That's your movements for today. I'll be back with you tomorrow, but I won't be here at lunchtime. I'm doing the 4 o'clock shift tomorrow. I'm at a meeting all day. So I'll be with you at 4 o'clock tomorrow. You'll have Bex with you at lunchtime tomorrow, and Kelsey will be with you at 8 a.m. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Have a great evening. Join Bex at 4 p.m. this afternoon. More minutes into your benefits bag. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.